news. So this week, Riccardo and A1 announced some new candidates for the Queensland election, which is really exciting. It's on October 31st, I think, in Queensland. Did you want to introduce some of the candidates for the areas and all of that?
Sure. Well, we went through a process, and we resisted those that, excuse me, who threw their hand up saying, look, I've been a candidate 53 times before, I know all about politics, let me run. And we weren't so keen on those people. What we wanted is, we didn't want professional politicians. We wanted good, decent business people, whatever, policemen, cab drivers, didn't matter. Yep. But we wanted people who had roots in the community, who were keen on doing something for the country but didn't know exactly how or what they could do. And so we tested a whole bunch of candidates. We were going to have three. The last one I rejected at this election. She's going to be fantastic at the next one. She just wasn't ready for the brutality of the fight, because we went through some Q&A, and it starts gentle but then it gets progressively robust, and you can see that she wasn't quite ready. But the good news is there are two candidates running in this election, and it's a good military principle. You focus all your resources on a single point of attack, and then you break through. So we've got two candidates. There's Tracy in Currumbin, which is the Gold Coast, just inland, and it's right on the New South Wales-Queensland border. So they're suffering because the New South Wales-Queensland border is where a lot of cross-border work done. They basically, as far as they're concerned, their businesses cross the border. And so they're suffering under COVID, the COVID lockdown that Pallischuk is implementing. But she's a solid individual. She's worried about her kids and her future. She had a good business with her husband. They're working hard. They're taking the month off. The business is in the hands of the employees while they focus like a laser on this seat of Currumbin in southeast Queensland. So she's solid and she's up and running and she's going. The second candidate is me, and I'm running in a seat called Nicklin. So you've got Currumbin south of Brisbane and Nicklin is north of Brisbane. So I'll be running up there. So we're covering both the Sunshine Coast and the Gold Coast, and I'll be running in Nicklin there. It's really exciting, and the reason I'm running is you got to lead from the front by example. That's right. It's easy to sit back and just direct the troops and watch them run into the machine gun nest and get mowed down, but you've got to be there yourself. You've got to lead from the front. And so I'm running in Nicklin, and you asked me before the show, how do I think we're going to go? We're going to win.
Awesome. We
will win. We'll have at least one, possibly two. And this is the beginning of the end of the political class in Australia at the highest level. Because they're terrified. They are absolutely terrified, because it's a game they play between Liberal, Labor, Nationals and Greens. It's a game. It's a uni-party organisation.